You because I had a cancerous tumor.
These kids, they don't deserve to have to go through this. My beautiful little redheaded girl has cancer. You don't know what's going to happen.
Please call or go online and become a St. Jude Partner in Hope for only $19 a month.
I think it's the most worthwhile place to put your money when it comes to childhood cancer.
Will there ever be a time when there might be a sequel to Elf? And maybe we can
so happy you asked.
Oh, spill the tea.
Tomorrow on ET, from Will Ferrell to Tim Allen, our look back on the Stars holiday classics then and now.
Before we go, there's another
happening now.
By now, you can tell the cold front has arrived. Temperatures are plummeting. We'll talk about how low they go and, more than just that, high winds and how cold that's going to make it feel with our frigid wind chills. See you in a bit.
We're already in the middle of the holiday rush here at the San Antonio International Airport. How winter weather could affect some of these people's flights.
The Arctic cold front is here in San Antonio, and a hard freeze is expected overnight. Warming shelters are now open, coming up where you can go and what you can and can't bring. The news at 5 starts right now.
All right, look at these temperatures across the state. We are feeling the chill out there. You can see where the cold front is just by looking at this map. We've got single digits up in the panhandle. Meanwhile, locally, we already have some freezing temperatures. Now 30 degrees in San Antonio. We are at and even a couple of degrees below the freezing point. Hondo 34, 23 Rock Springs. Get up into the hill country already, readings in the 20s. But then the converse is you go to Cotulla, 63, Laredo 71. Just wait. The cold front is plunging southward and everybody's going to have that significant drop soon. I mean, we dropped 35 degrees just over the past few hours here in San Antonio. You look at the readings locally, Bulverde 26, Converse down to 29, and these temperatures will just keep falling off. And I think we'll settle in the upper teens by tomorrow morning. So by midnight, we're down to 22. Tomorrow morning, sunrise, we're talking 18 degrees in and around San Antonio. Well, let's show you the map and get into other neighborhoods in just a bit, but I want to talk about the wind. Latest gusts right around 40 miles per hour here in town. Bulverde gusting to 41, and this is going to be the case through the rest of the night and even first thing tomorrow morning. So in a few minutes, we'll be back to talk about what that means for wind chill, the feels like temperature to exposed skin, how long this cold air is going to stick around, and some common questions that I've come across over the past couple of days regarding this cold in just a bit.
Yeah, Adam, that wind certainly announced the cold front's arrival. It is here, the drop in temps that we've been expecting all week. And as of 3 o'clock today, the city and county opening up warming centers for anyone needing to escape the cold.
Our friend John Paul Barajas is at one at Christ the King Lutheran Church in Universal City. So, John Paul, tell us, how are things looking over there?
Steve, Stephanie, out here things aren't that great, but inside the warming center, everything's looking pretty good so far. This church is one of 7 warming centers in the city and county. Right now at this church, they only have 2 guests inside, but they do think that'll change as the temperature continues to drop a little bit further and that plunge, as Adam was mentioning. Now, Tom Pina with the county has this message for anyone on the fence about coming to a center.
At a time like this, when temperatures go this low, it would definitely be the wrong thing to try and sit it out. If you are, say, in a house where temperatures drop extremely low because the heating may have gone out or whatever it may be, then don't be shy. Come on out here.
Before making your way to a center, there are some things you should know. You're advised to bring anything that'll help you keep warm, as well as food, drinks, and medications you might need. I do have some coats and blankets here, but those are first come, first serve. Things you can't bring are alcohol or any sharp objects like a can opener. Pets are not allowed at this location unless they're a service animal, but kennels are available at 3 other locations. Those are Norm Oil, Southside Lions, and the Garza Center. The shelters will be open and operational as long as the county sees necessary. So if you or someone you know wants to make their way to a center late in the evening or early in the morning, that is perfectly fine. Now, they don't really have a capacity at the centers just yet, but they do say if they do fill up, they can open additional warming centers rather quickly. Coming up at 6, we'll also take you inside and give you a first-hand look at the center. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, John Paul. Snow and ice not expected during this cold snap, but those high winds could still cause problems. It's happened before. The wind damaged power lines. So if the lights go out, CPS Energy says this is a likely explanation.
So we just want people to, there's a chance there could be outages, but our crews are on standby to restore those things.
If there is a downed power line, don't mess with it. Instead, contact CPS for help. The number on your screen, 210-353-HELP.
Christmas, 3 days away, and you know what's already here? The holiday travel rush. The San Antonio International Airport is expecting more than 500,000 passengers to pass through the airport between last Friday and January 3rd. Our Garrett Berger is there right now. And Garrett, the big variable here, however, is the weather.
Absolutely it is. Now, our KSAT weather authority says snow is likely from the Great Lakes to New England from today and tomorrow. But while we're expecting it to get cold here, the airport doesn't believe there's going to be too many weather issues on the San Antonio end of things. But where you're flying to or from, that's a different story. For example, the flight tracking website FlightAware shows more than 540 canceled flights in and out of Denver in the past 24 hours. Now, we met a young family this morning with a toddler and a 7-year-old who have been trying unsuccessfully to get to Colorado for 2 days now, out of 3 separate Texas cities.
Tried to fly out of Corpus. Corpus was canceled. So we tried to beat the storm yesterday and drive to Houston. Houston got canceled. So we drove to San Antonio last night, stayed the night. We're in San Antonio, and long story short, we're canceled again. We're going to try it again tomorrow morning and pray.
Other travelers more optimistic about their chances to get to their final destination. And of course, everybody's just imagining their friends and families at the end of that long plane ride. Now, the matter is, they just have to get there. Now, we checked the board a little bit ago. There are some delays here at the San Antonio airport, but we didn't see much in the way of cancellations. The airport's recommending that if you're traveling in the next couple days, you should keep an eye on their flight status tracker, which you can find online. Live at the airport, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
All right, now let's talk about the roads, right? Because not everybody's flying. A traffic trouble spot finally clear along Loop 410 at Highway 90. SAPD had been at that scene for hours. They actually shut that highway down. This is video from hours ago. We know that one person was detained, and obviously that was the backup earlier today. But again, that is no longer the case. That highway has been cleared. Now, in other parts of the city, look at that. How lovely. Traffic is moving along pretty smoothly, and that's really good news for anybody who is traveling through San Antonio. Now, here's more good news for drivers. Better news, I should say. AAA Texas says that gas prices even lower now. Right now, the statewide average is $2.62 per gallon for regular unleaded fuel. And drivers in El Paso, however, they're paying the most right now at $2.90 a gallon. The lowest prices are in McAllen and, right here in San Antonio, we're paying about $2.46 on average. And by the way, we're a lot better than the national numbers because nationally, the average is about $3.10.
I found it for $2.38 last night.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, as many of us get ready to spend time with family, you might be thinking about staying healthy. Maybe you've had it at your house, the fever, the coughing, the stuffy noses. And doctors' offices are packed with sick kids suffering from respiratory illnesses. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz has a guide for parents to help keep children healthy.
This winter, parents are battling a virus triple threat: the flu, COVID-19, and RSV.
Healthcare facilities are already being overwhelmed with sick kids, especially with RSV, which can cause cold-like symptoms, but also serious respiratory problems, particularly in babies.
So here's what you can do to help keep your kids from getting sick, relieve symptoms if they do, and recognize when you do have an emergency.
While there's no magic way to keep your kids from ever getting sick, there are some things you can do to better your odds, like keeping your kids' vaccinations up to date.
That includes the flu vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine, and boosters when eligible. Hand washing is great prevention. Show your kids how, scrubbing for 20 seconds when they get home, after using the bathroom, and before eating. And if they'll be in a crowded indoor space, those face masks are still effective. If your child does get sick, comfort is key.
Kids generally just need time to get better. So let your child rest, watch some movies, and very importantly, keep them hydrated.
As for medication, check with your doctor first. It's usually okay to use children's ibuprofen or acetaminophen, but experts say skip the cough medicine because it doesn't work well for them and can even be dangerous. If your child has a fever of 105 degrees, is showing signs of dehydration, or is having trouble breathing, that's an emergency needing the ER. Any fever in newborns under 2 months is also an emergency. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Switching gears now, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office and Sheriff Javier Salazar now at the center of a federal lawsuit that's been filed by a fired BCSO lieutenant.
Yeah, Roxanne Matai was fired from the sheriff's office last summer, more than a year after she posted multiple photographs on Facebook showing her outside the U.S. Capitol on January 6th as a protest erupted into a deadly riot there. 6 months later, an arbitrator decided to uphold her termination.
Now she's claiming that her constitutional and civil rights were violated. The lawsuit also states that while Matai was at the pro-President Trump rally, she did not enter the U.S. Capitol building. SAPD and Crime Stoppers need your help. They are looking for a driver who hit a 16-year-old girl last month and then just left her right there on the side of the road. So they're sharing these photos, hoping to get answers. This happened on November 14th on Martin Luther King Drive and South Walters. According to police, the driver of the black SUV hit the girl while she was crossing the street. The driver stopped, tried to help, but didn't stay. That driver now faces a charge of failure to stop and render aid. And by the way, that girl was taken to the hospital. If you know anything about what happened here, call Crime Stoppers. That number is 210-224-STOP.
Let's go to the northeast side right now. A home a total loss after a fire broke out overnight. This was off Briar Crest near Bulverde Road. San Antonio firefighters believe the flames were caused by a heating lamp being used to warm chickens. They say the homeowner not there at the time. A dog made it out safely. 4 chickens died. A cat is still missing. A recall to warn you about at 5 o'clock. The Consumer Product Safety Commission recalling more than 200,000 weighted blankets for children. The brand is called Pillow Fort. It's sold at Target. The zipper can be undone and a young child can enter the blanket itself, getting trapped inside. 2 people have died. If you have this item, return it to Target for a full refund.
So now let's talk about, you know that, it's so annoying when you see that pop up on your phone. Robocalls, we've all received them. They are annoying. And now the Federal Communications Commission wants to crack down on them even more. It's proposing an almost $300 million fine against Cox and Jones Enterprise for violations.
Yeah, that company accused of making more than 5 billion robocalls in just 3 months. Those calls were about an auto warranty scam.
Just about
Sound
everybody.
Familiar?
Yes, got those. All right, coming up, it's an annual tradition that's changed over the last 2 years, but HEB's Feast of Sharing returned to being in person this year. How many meals they served in just a bit.
Tamales, they're extra popular this time of year, and if you don't make them yourself, chances are you have a favorite place. But what lengths are you willing to go to get your hands on a few dozen for Christmas? Some people in line as early as 2 this morning. Which location they swear by when we come back.
I'm Myra Arthur here in the newsroom with a look at what's coming up today at 6 o'clock. Sidewalks, curbs, and an east side street ripped up shortly after they were just redone. This happened in an East Village neighborhood in East San Antonio, where Saws began water main repairs after road work there. Officials for the Utility and Public Works say utility upgrades are supposed to happen first.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen this time. We started our work because we thought we had the go-ahead, the green light, to begin working.
Well, I think we can all agree that this was an unusual situation. This was one where long-term planning and conditions that we found for the best results for the neighborhood were different.
Tonight at 6:30, KSAT investigates how the miscommunication played out and who ultimately should be blamed. Plus,
coming up, advice on how to keep these unexpected visitors to show up at your house over the holidays.
Those stories and a whole lot more coming your way today on the news at 6.
Thank you, Myra. I'll see you then. Well, an early start to the day for a bunch of families from near and far, hoping to score some Christmas tamales before the holiday. Still dark outside when these people started lining up at Tea's Tamales on General McMullen at about 2 this morning. Even though they had to wake up and be in line before the crack of dawn, many of them tell us it's worth it. This is actually a family tradition.
My dad's the one that started it. He passed away in 2013. So it's been, I don't know. These are the only tamales we've known for a long time.
Tea's is year round for us in our home.
Yeah.
So I just like, okay, I'll go. And my husband's like, I'm really worried if we live too far. And I go, I'll be fine. Go to sleep.
I'll be fine. Go to sleep. Popular as they may be, Tea's Tamales runs its operation on a first-come, first-served basis, which is why so many people line up the night before.
That's what you got to do. That is dedication. Yeah. All right. The 30th annual HEB Feast of Sharing was back in full swing today after 2 years of no in-person events because of the pandemic. Volunteers and guests were happy to be back at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. They served about 10,000 barbecue meals. Wow. People also got to enjoy family activities and also had an opportunity to get flu shots. The HEB Feast of Sharing began in 1989, and it serves more than 340,000 meals every year in 34 cities throughout Texas and Mexico.
All right, so if you covered your plants earlier today and then the cold front came through, you may want to check to make sure the blankets didn't blow off.
I was just talking to Justin Hornet, his poor sago palm. The cover's like a sail. It's just blowing off and blowing away, and he's out there all the time trying to secure it and tie it down again. Windy and cold. The coldest temperatures that we should experience around San Antonio will be the next couple of mornings. That's upper teens, 18 degrees Friday and Saturday morning. And then we get into Christmas Day, 22 is what we're expecting, and even below freezing again early Monday morning. But by the middle of next week, cold snap will just be a thing of the past and just a memory. So let's talk about some common questions we encountered today when we were live on YouTube and on our KSAT Weather Authority app. These are some things that people don't necessarily always come to mind. So I want to remind you, the wind chill does not affect pipes. That's just a thing that's derived for exposed skin, only affecting people and even pets. Overpasses, bridges, it's just fine. No problems. All the roads are going to be A-OK. Travel across Texas just fine. Here's another thing. Very dry air moving in. We're going to have dew points below zero. So that means extremely dry air. So expect dry skin and chapped lips. You have been warned, because that's going to be an issue if you're susceptible to it. Also, the wind just shifted out of the north. Mountain cedar low today. I don't think it's going to be tomorrow. With that north wind coming out of the hill country, the higher concentration of mountain cedar trees up north, anticipate the cedar count to rise tonight and basically throughout the day tomorrow. So mountain cedar likely to spike. Let's take a look at the current readings. San Antonio International 30, along with Kelly Field. Helotes 27 with Bernie. Bulverde 26, and these numbers just keep on dropping. It's hard for our maps to even keep up with it. But you go farther to the south, Cotulla 63. Just wait, Cotulla, Crystal City, Carrizo Springs, your big temperature drop. It's going to happen in no time. I mean, you just go north to Uvalde and it's already 40 degrees. So obviously big temperature changes. Remember, the wind is coming out of the north. And so where the wind is coming from, temperatures are already below freezing, especially north of Highway 90 and even officially here in San Antonio. So, hey, we've had our first freeze of the year. That was this afternoon, or of the season, I guess we could say. Temperatures tomorrow morning. This is our forecast. Del Rio 19, 17 Canyon Lake, Kerrville, Fredericksburg about 12. Converse, Universal City, Selma, about 18 degrees. Officially in town, probably 18. Castroville at 17. So upper teens for most of us in the morning. By the afternoon, just barely above freezing. I mean, we're talking about 33 degrees here in town. You get into the higher elevations up in the hill country, probably not even making it above freezing. That's tomorrow. Saturday, we're up near 40 degrees. Then we get to Christmas Day, and we're nearly 50. So by the afternoon, we're going to notice that warming trend. In middle of next week, 70 degrees. This is only part of the story, though. Winds out of the north, at times up to 45 miles per hour. So wind chills, the feels like, already down in the teens right now. And you look at our wind chill forecast, this pink bar here in this bright blue color. The wind chill on the bottom, wind chills down in the single digits just a few hours from now. And early risers tomorrow morning, expect that feels like temperature down in the single digits. Snow, that's off in the Great Lakes and parts of New England. That's where you'll have some travel troubles potentially when it comes to air travel. Around Texas, again, just fine. 18 in the morning tomorrow. By noon, we're at 31 degrees, then a high temperature of 34 and a chilly start to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But as I mentioned, next week we rebound and we're near 70 by Wednesday. Something to look forward to.
All right.
We just have to get through this.
Yeah. Thanks, Adam.
Hi, Greg.
Hello there.
So there's a lot of excitement with the Spurs. Pop
Yes.
got a big honor. He got nominated.
Nominated along with Tony Parker.
Yes.
And our first chance to actually visit with the Spurs since that nomination came out.
Yes.
And when we come back, we will visit with them at shoot-around today before their big game tonight against New Orleans. And not one, not two, but 7 Cowboys make it to the Pro Bowl, including one first time ever. We'll explain coming up. Our San Antonio Spurs are in New Orleans tonight. Take on the Pelicans after roughing up the Rockets in Houston, 124-105. Also gives us a chance to visit with the Spurs players after the Hall of Fame nominations were released on Wednesday. Among them, first-timers Tony Parker, head coach Greg Popovich. Tony, of course, retired as a 4-time NBA champion. But Pop, who has won 5 titles, is still coaching. But according to the Hall of Fame's own rules, Pop becomes eligible because he has been coaching for at least 25 years. So what do the players think of his Hall of Fame nomination for the longest tenured coach in all of North American sports?
Nominated to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, it's just one little piece to, give recognition to him for all he's done. He's impacted the game in so many ways. Like I said, we've all felt his impact. We all continue to feel his impact every single day. The way he thinks the game, his legacy that, he continues to build, and, his winning tradition that he's built here. I think that's everything that, goes into this.
All right, well said. Tip time tonight is 7 o'clock. Highlights for you tonight on the Night Beat.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Dallas Cowboys have 7 players who made the Pro Bowl, including 2 first-timers. Micah Parsons has made it the 2nd time, along with his defensive teammate Trayvon Diggs, along with wide receiver CeeDee Lamb for the 2nd time as well. DeMarcus Lawrence is up for the 3rd Pro Bowl, but the granddaddy of them all, Zach Martin, made his 8th in 9 seasons. But now, for the first time, Tony Pollard and Kevontae Turpin, who becomes the first Cowboy ever to make it the Pro Bowl solely as a kick return specialist.
I think first off, I think it reflects the success you have as a football team. It's always great to see your players, recognized, and there's always 1 or 2 you think, you like to see also. But and that's just the nature of this, the voting process and the selection committee. But to be selected, by your peers and the impact, it has for them personally, it's awesome. And you think that the balance of, 3 on offense, 3 on defense, and 1 on special teams. So I think it reflects very much so the success of our football team and how we're built.
Now, when the Cowboys face the Eagles on Christmas Eve Day, Philadelphia will be without their star quarterback. Jalen Hurts will be sidelined after suffering a sprain to his throwing shoulder against the Bears, and Gardner Minshew will start in his place. More coming up on this at 6. So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, it's a big development.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, thanks, Greg.
We'll be right back after this.
Just got an update from the airport. 28 degrees now. We're seeing that temperature drop off, and by 11 o'clock will be 23. Notice those wind chills down in the single digits later tonight and to start the day tomorrow. Bit windy first half of Friday, then the wind will pump the brakes. At least we'll have sun here with afternoons above freezing.
It'll look prettier than it feels. See you at 6.